Say it with me, everyone. Say toxic masculinity with me at the count of 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. Toxic masculinity! That's what we're going to be talking about today in today's video. Toxic masculinity, because it is a continual problem, everybody. So many toxic males. So many toxic males. I'm a toxic male. Do you know why I'm a toxic male? Because I actually act like a man. And apparently that's a terrible thing in this day and age. If you act like an actual man, if you actually act masculine, you're toxic. You're so toxic. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this article. This is going to be talking about Astra, which is the new film that is coming out starring Brad Pitt. And I believe Brad Pitt himself makes some interesting comments here. So, fly men to the moon, Astra, and the toxic masculinity of space films. Gag. Throw up. Brad Pitt's saga is the latest sci-fi film to fall back on stereotypes of heroic men and emotional women. Because how dare you make a movie where the men are heroic and the women are emotional? Women are never emotional, and men are never heroic. Ever. Brad Pitt has not minced his words while talking about his new space epic, Ad Astra, in which he plays a stoic, closed-off astronaut with daddy issues. What we were really digging at was this definition of masculinity. Oh boy, this ought to be great. Hollywood's definition of masculinity, it's gotta be great stuff. He recently stated and lamented having grown up in an era where we were taught to be strong, not show weakness. Don't be disrespected. What? Because being taught to be strong is a bad thing? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is the stupid thing about this whole toxic masculinity nonsense going on, is that people act like being a man, actually being an actual man is a bad thing. And it's so bad. It's so detrimental to our country. It's so detrimental to our culture. And it's not helpful to anyone. It's not helpful to men. It's not helpful to women. It's a bad, bad thing. It's actually a bad thing. That is bang on message with Me Too Hollywood, which has just turned into a joke all in itself. But Ad Astra also brings home how gendered the space film has always been. Factually minded films from this genre, The Right Stuff, Apollo 13, First Man, have had little choice but to reflect on the male-dominated reality, but men have also dominated the more far-stretched solo missions, Moon, The Martian, and team efforts such as 2001 or Space Cowboys. The latter hit the nail on the head. The Final Frontier was an extension of the Wild Western one, a realm of macho ruggedness where one hint of emotion could jeopardize the mission. Isn't that just common sense and logic? If you're in the middle of a life or death mission, don't you want to kind of keep your emotions out of it and actually focus on doing what's the most pragmatic for the mission? It's so ridiculous. This was a man's work. Women could make do with the concerned wife back on the Earth roles, and if this made for somewhat dull heroes, blame NASA's psychological screening program. Women in space have often been overstated counters to all this testosterone, emotional, intuitive, and vulnerable, more likely to be found in their underwear. I don't think any real dude is going to be complaining about that. Think of Sandra Bullock and her Zero Gravity Tears and Gravity, or Jodie Foster in Contact. Even Sigourney Weaver's Ripley started off as a vulnerable female in her underwear in Alien. Yeah, but she also became one of the most badass female characters of all time in film history. Even though you guys never mention that, you never talk about that, we have a badass female character that's been here for decades, and you guys continue to pretend like she doesn't exist. Which is pathetic, by the way. Just pointing that out in case that's not clear. Anyway, there's really nothing else to talk about. There's just a bunch of whining nonsense, just a bunch of crap. Could the answer lie behind the camera? Apart from Proxima, all of these films were directed and written by men. Ooh, terrible. Terrible. This year we have had one of the first genuine female-made space movies, Claire Denis's High Life, which I saw, by the way, and it's really not that great of a movie. It's just not. There wasn't anything about that movie that was intriguing. It was a really, really weird movie. Barely anyone talked, and it was a super, super weird movie. I still don't know how I feel about it. And I don't think it was really that well written, to be completely honest. And look how it blew those gender frontiers apart, with Juliette Binoche as a sexually voracious scientist and Robert Pattinson as a gentle dad. Gentle? Men, it's time to stop being strong and heroic. Don't ever be strong or heroic again. You must be gentle. You must show your weakness. Show your weakness, not your strength. That is what a real man does. Don't be a toxic male. It's just ridiculous, man. The whole toxic masculinity thing just pisses me off. It really, really does. It's just, it's so ridiculous. I mean, it's so clear what's happening, too. The whole reason that the whole toxic masculinity thing exists is because Hollywood, the mainstream media, SJWs, they want to tear apart what makes a man, because they want to subjugate all men to them and their political narrative. That is a huge part of it. They want to destroy families, they want to destroy traditional families, and they want to destroy men. They want to break down men, and I hate it. I hate it so much. And this movie, I can't believe if this is the direction that this movie is going to go in. Wow, I was actually looking forward to seeing this movie. But if it's just going to be about toxic masculinity, then nah, I don't have any interest in seeing this movie. And Brad Pitt jumping into this whole thing too. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this. Yeah, I'll talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.
Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.